Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yolanda, and in today's YouTube video I'm going to be doing a story time of my very first fight and how I had to fight a pregnant girl. I know. Just wait. I'm also going to be doing my makeup because I did a makeup tutorial before, but now I kind of do some stuff different and I wanted to show y'all. So let's get on to the video. Okay guys, I already did my eyebrows off camera because I was struggling. But basically, it just started off with all of us trying to hang out with friends. Basically, in San Diego, there's like different parts. And they lived in City Heights. We lived all the way in Spring Valley. So we ended up deciding to hang out in Mission. So like, you know. And we decided to go to the mall because, I don't know. And we went to the richness area, like, of the mall. So nobody, like, we won't have no problems, nothing. Basically, we were just all hanging out. Just straight up just chilling. And so it was never really, like, a double date or nothing. And we were also, I was, like, I think 14 at the time. My best friend was 13. The boy was like, I don't know how old he was. He was like 17 or something. And my other friend was like, I think 16 or 15. One of the two. We were all super little except one of the guys. We split up for 1 second, guys. 1 second. We split up because we were all walking in like fours, but then there was people walking past us, so we separated into twos. So not gonna lie, it did look weird. Like, it looked like we were on like a 2-man or some shit, but we weren't. I seen this girl literally walk past me. She literally went like this around me. So I was like, ooh, like, she's mad. She's about to go fight somebody. I want to see. So I was like, I want to turn around and go see. So when I turn around, mind you, we were in front and they were behind us because we split up for 1 second. I turn around, and when I turn around to like keep walking, she goes up to the guy and starts pushing him and was like, she was like just going off, and she was like, you're a hoe, this and that, like just saying so much and pushing him back. So I told my best friend, I'm like, come over here, like, we don't have to deal with this. This is not our man. Like, we're not on no 2-man, none of that. So, you know, like, let them have their own business. So I told the guy that I was with, I was like, who is that? And he was like, oh, that's his toxic ex. Like, she's crazy, this and that. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, why is she mad then if they broke up? And then he was like, because she's delusional and swears that they're still together. And I was like, oh, damn, like, that sucks. Like, that must suck. Like, that's all I said. Like, I didn't care because, you know, it wasn't like we were on a 2-man. She starts, like, pushing him, hitting him in the mall. Guys, in the mall. So I told my best friend, I was like, let's walk away because, no, this is embarrassing. So she's, like, hitting him, pushing him, calling him a hoe. And the whole time he's like, get away, I don't care. I'm not, no. And, like, I couldn't really hear what they were saying because, like, I didn't really care because it's none of my business, you know. I was just a friend hanging out with another friend, so what am I going to be there defending him for if he's not my man? And then out of nowhere, I just hear, I'll fuck that bitch up. And I was like, and I turned back around because we were walking away. And I turned back around and I was like, what? And she was like, oh, fuck both of them up, I'll get fine, like, all this stuff. Guys, mind you, we're friends now, like, we're cool. So, this is not gonna bring no problem, none of that, because we're hella cool now. After we, like, spoke, so, because, you know, yeah. And I was like, oh my, like, and I went up to her, well, I went closer, and I was like, who are you gonna fuck up? And she was like, I'll fuck up both of you bitches. And I was like, you're not going to do shit. Because what y'all got going on don't got nothing to do with us. So, my best friend, I told her, I was like, just walk away. Like, we don't care. It's none of our problem. Why would we fight over some man that's like not ours? You know, like that's her issue, that her man's out with friends. If I would have knew he had a girlfriend, I would have hung out with him. But I'm telling y'all, we did not know nothing about them. Like, we were just barely friends. We hung out maybe one time before that. So, we're like walking away. And she was with one friend, okay, guys? Mind you, she was with one friend. So I was like, he shouldn't have been hanging out with girls anyways. Like, that's weird. And like, she just like gets even more mad, and my best friend's like all the way in front because I told her just walk away because, you know, it's none of our issue. Even though right now I think she should have booed that man, but you know, whatever. Out of nowhere, I just see motherfucking Flash fucking run past me, and I was like, literally, guys, she literally booked it. I'm talking about booked it towards my best friend. Like, my best friend was like, probably what, like, hella far, bro. And I just see Miss Flash literally fucking run all the way over there. So I was like, what the fuck? So I started running too, and my best friend was just walking away. So she didn't see her coming. But I was like, Liana! And as soon as I yelled her name, that girl freaking grabbed her from the back and boom, and my best friend went flying to the floor. Well, they both went flying to the floor. And I was like, and I'm still running to them, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Because, you know, he was older than us, so I knew she was older than us. She was like 18 at the time or something. We were like 14. But yeah, and so they start fighting, and I'm still running to her because never have I ran in fucking I don't even know how long. So I'm still trying to catch up, and this girl like gets on top of my best friend. They're like hitting each other, and it was my best friend's first fight too, so it was like we really didn't know what to do that much. Like, my mom always taught us how to fight, but, you know, we were so, like, we didn't really care. Like, we didn't think we were ever gonna fight anybody, which is probably dumb. But, yeah. So, I finally make it to her, and, you know, I'm not trying to jump her, but I'm also the oldest one. So, I wanted to fight her, not my best friend that's, like, a whole year younger, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I go up to her and I start grabbing her, trying to hit her. And then I get her and I start hitting her. And my best friend, like, I told my best friend to get up. And then they kept fighting. And then I kept pushing her, like, onto the floor. Like, you know what I mean? And I guess you can call it jumping, but it wasn't jumping. Like, I don't know. And yeah, so they're like fighting or whatever, and you know, me, I kind of went into shock. Like, I kind of froze for a second because I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is actually happening right now. Like, hold on, this is crazy. Her homegirl's right there watching, okay? She's watching. So you know what I do? I go behind the girl that my best friend was fighting, and I pretend like I start hitting her in the back. Cause, okay, so my best friend was hitting her, and then, you know, I started hitting her, cause, you know, we're little as girls fighting someone that's grown. Mind you, we did not know she was pregnant, okay? Before y'all say anything, we did not know. We're fighting, and this girl, like, she was just standing there, the friend. So I went up to her. I mean, I was hitting the girl, like, from behind. Hi, pretty girl, hey. I was hitting the girl from behind to, like, see if she'll do anything. Like, I was like, you gonna do something? You gonna do something or what? And she was like, like, fucking scary. And I was like, that's what I thought, you pussy. Like, you're not even a real friend. You're letting your friend get jumped. but I wasn't jumping her though. I was like, you're letting your friend get jumped. Like, I would be embarrassed to let my friend get jumped in my face. Turns out they were like best friends or something. That ain't no motherfucking friend. And I start hitting her, and then the guy, he's like, hit her in her back, hit her in her stomach. And you know, I caught on to that, and I was like, what? You know, and I start hitting her in the back because I thought he was just trying to show me how to fight. You know what I mean? Like, I was like trying to do what he's saying because I thought he was teaching me how to fight. No, he was trying to make me freaking whatever it's called, right there. So I was like, the guy ended up grabbing me. He was like, chill, chill, chill. Right? So I'm letting them fight. Then we break them up. I was like, y'all need to chill. Like, that's enough, right? They finished fighting. But, I mean, I didn't even get to the part where I was fighting. So, basically, they were fighting, and then I ended up getting her because I was like, no, like, you can't fight my friend. Like, I'm older than you, so you need to fight me. So, I ended up grabbing her. I'm hitting her. I'm pulling out her hair. My best friend, like, picking herself up. I'm pulling this girl's hair out. Like, her hair was coming out in chunks. Her hair was beautiful and long. And that shit was coming out in chunks. I was just like, I was honestly in shock. Because, you know, I was so nervous to ever, like, get in a fight. And I ended up getting in a fight right then and there. Like, I was just like, and she keeps telling them, like, watch, watch, watch. And I was just like, whatever, bitch. Like, da-da-da. Like, you're weird. We weren't even with him. Like, we're just cool with him. That's the homie. Like, and stuff like that. And she was like, she was so mad. And she was like, that's my boyfriend, da-da-da, you're a hoe. Like, she's saying this after the fight. And I'm like, talking shit to her. My best friend was mad, so she was trying to fight her again. And I was like, no, 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 like, chill. And mind you, we didn't know she was pregnant because she had a sweater on, so we couldn't see her stomach. I tell her, I'm like, you need to get a new best friend. That girl's a fucking bitch, da-da-da. And she's like, I know, I know. And I'm like, yeah, like, she's scary. I start handing her everything that I found on the floor, even though I should have fucking took it. I mean, no, because she's my homegirl now, but old me would have probably took it. And I ended up finding a phone on the floor. And I was like, whose is this? And I turned it over. Bro, tell me why there was a picture of them kissing. And I show it to my best friend. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Like, hold on. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, because, you know, he told us he didn't really know her, that they dated a long time ago. But I looked on her phone. He was her lock screen. He was her lock screen. Fucking, they had a photo thing in the back. There was like a bracelet on that said like his name. And I was like, we ended up going to like the parking garage because like we didn't come in a car. We got dropped off by her mom. And like, I called her mom and I was like, can you come pick us up? We just got in a fight. Like, I just want to leave. Like, you know, and we were sitting there, and then out of nowhere, my phone starts blowing up. And it's like, bitch, you don't even know me, da-da-da, like, I'm from this and that. And I was like, oh my. Like, I was like, oh my, like, calm down, honey bunch. Let's not pull that hood stuff out here. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I was being disrespectful back because, you know, she was coming at me crazy. So I was like, I don't give a fuck, da-da-da, you got your ass beat. Like, I'm just going off because lucky she did lose. And honestly, my best friend lost, she lost, I won. No, I'm just kidding. But, they both did super good. Like, they were okay. So, yeah, so I was just like, you're a pussy, you got your ass beat, you fought us for no reason when we're not even with your baby daddy, we're just or your boyfriend, we're just hanging out. Like, you got it messed up, you don't know where I'm from. Like, I started going off, and then she said something about like, you fucked up bad, and I was like, and then she goes, I'm pregnant and you hit me, this and that. And I was like, hold on. I was like, you're pregnant? And she was like, yes, I'm fucking pregnant, you dumb bitch. And I was like, girl, like, why would you fight us if you were pregnant? Are you dumb? Like, I literally went to her and I was like, are you, like, on the call, like, I was like, are you freaking stupid? You're hitting us while you're pregnant? And she was like, yeah, bitch, I'm pregnant. You knew that? And I was like, we did not know you were pregnant. And you should have never even touched us if you were. Like, you know? Like, I ended up feeling very bad because, you know, I always told myself I would never touch a pregnant girl no matter what. And, like, at that point, I turn around and I look at the guy and I'm like, hey, like, why is she saying she's pregnant? And then he's like, she's fucking crazy, delusional. She got pregnant by a 22-year-old, this and that. And I was like, so it's not your baby? And he was like, no, that's not her baby. That's not my baby. And I asked the guy who was next to us, like our friend. And I was like, is that his baby? And he was like, not that I know of. He was like, they broke up months ago and she went with some older guy. And I guess, like, it turns out that they were high school sweethearts. Or, like, they've been together since middle school or something. Like, they were together for a long, long time. So I was like, don't lie to me right now. Like, is that your kid or not? And he was like, no. And, you know, that's none of my business. So I was like, okay, whatever. But it ended up turning into, like, a big old problem because she didn't believe that we didn't know. So I'm telling her, I'm like, you should have never hit us. We were never like that with your boyfriend or whatever. Like, this and that. Even though my best friend ended up dating him. Let's not see. They ended up dating. Because her and that guy, like, she was like, I don't want that. I don't know why my best friend started dating him, but it's none of our business. She ended up dating him. And, oh, wait, let me tell y'all. Literally for months, we would have people texting our phone talking crazy, like, talking crazy, saying like, I'm gonna get your family, this and that. And I was like, what the hell? Like, we literally told her, like, honestly, we didn't know she was pregnant. And me personally, I would never put my hands on a pregnant girl ever. But, you know, it was just the fact that she hit us first. Like, girl, you knew you was pregnant. Why are you putting your baby in danger? One day my best friend woke up and she was blocked on everything. So I was like, what the fuck? So I go and I text my homeboy, the one that I was mostly closer with. And I'm like, hey, like, why did he block my best friend? And you know what lame ass excuse he gave? He was like, oh, it's cause he got a new Instagram. Or some shit like that. And I was like, he got a new Instagram. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, so how come I could still look him up if he got a new Instagram? And then he was like, okay, to be honest, I don't really know what's going on. He stopped talking to me too. I don't know. So I was like, what the fuck? So, you know, I started doing my digging. I ended up following that girl. And, you know, knowing her, like, in my head, I knew she was going to let me in to, like, be petty if they were messing around again. So I was like, let me just request and see if she'll let me in. And, of course, she let me in. Like, what, like 10 minutes later, she let me in. And I was like, oh, shit. So I go to her account. Tell me why she had a whole highlight. Tell me why they were hanging out. Literally that day that my best friend got blocked. So I was like, like, I was in shock. How you get them is how you lose them. Like, literally, though. And I guess the baby was born. That's why he was like, oh, like, that's my kid. And then they ended up getting back together. I don't really remember. I don't know if she told us. I forgot. And they ended up getting back together, I think. And she ended up leaving him as a boss bitch she is. Because she should have never even got back with him. Because he's a loser. She ended up leaving him. And now she's a baddie with a fatty. Honestly, it was pretty crazy. I feel like I'm leaving boards out. But, oh, and he would lie for months and months and be like, that's not my kid. That's not my kid. That's not my kid. Literally for months, guys. For months. One day, we went on his story and he posted the baby. And I was like, oh, hell nah. Now he wants to be the dad. Whatever. But it turned out that, you know, her and him were talking the whole time that my best friend was with him. Like, literally the whole time. But yeah, guys, we ended up just being friends, literally. Because I told her, like, I'm sorry. And she was like, I know, I was the Lulu back then. Like, I don't know what I was doing, putting my baby in danger like that. And I was like, trust me, it's okay. Like, I would have went crazy, too, if my baby daddy was with some girls. But I always told her, like, at that time, it was really nothing. Like, it honestly wasn't, like, at all. But, yeah. And when the baby was born, like, we were all excited and shit. Like, we felt so bad, guys. For years, we felt freaking horrible. A human being that, like, deserved not to live in this world. Like, dead ass. Because we hurt a baby. That, of course, we didn't know of, but we just felt so bad. That's basically it. I'm gonna just put on my lashes real quick and I'll come back to y'all. Okay, guys, this is the finished look of my makeup. Here's a close-up. Let me see. Maybe y'all can see good. I don't know if you guys can see good, but this is what it looks like. This is a finished look. As you can tell, I really like bronzer, so don't come for me. But, yeah. I don't usually wear these lashes, but these are the only lashes I have right now because I ordered on Shein, but Shein's lagging it. So this is what we're going to have to work with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I come out with a new video. I love you guys, and let me know in the comments if y'all want a story time of like any other fights or anything else. But yeah. I love you guys. Bye.